Welcome, everyone, to the National Association of Indian Nurses of America's 5th Clinical Excellence Conference, hosted by Piano, Pennsylvania Indian Nurses Organization. My name is Uma Maheshwari Venugopal. I am the 10th President of the National Association of Indian Nurses of America, standing in front of you to welcome you to this conference.
people in Northeast Philadelphia, the Indian American community, works with us to revitalize our business corridors. They are partners in the faith-based community, and Vincent Emanuel does the hard work to ensure that Northeast Philadelphia is home to the current generation of residents, but also will be home to the next generation of Northeast Philadelphia residents. And most importantly, he's my good friend. Vincent, thank you. You, on a Saturday night, have chosen to come together in fellowship, in harmony. I don't know how many of you are Republicans and Democrats, or independents, or not registered at all. And I don't really care, because you are here mission-oriented, focused on helping others. Just imagine if that's what our political class did every day. Continue to lead the example and lead us forward in our Commonwealth and throughout our nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Jared Solomon. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Lionel Matthew, the Treasurer of Piano.
City Commissioner Faith Stein.
Pennsylvania Indian American Religious Organization, and commend the organization for all of their efforts over 2 decades for its exemplary leadership, enduring commitment to excellence in healthcare, and dedication to strengthening cultural and professional ties among nurses across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Sherelle L. Parker, Mayor, September 5th, 2025.
So I am very happy to be here, Nana. It's good to be home. And Piano, thank you for welcoming me in your group. I've been here for about 2 years, and this is the first time I'm meeting with Piano people. So looking forward to all of that. And I hope all of you enjoy the evening. It seems like a great fun. Watch more dances, do some of your own dances, enjoy the food, and talk to you soon. Thank you.
At this time, we will unveil the conference souvenir. For that, I would like to invite our honorable guests.
So greetings everyone. It is with immense gratitude and joy that I stand here as the editorial chair of the NAIA Conference Souvenir Committee. So this moment is very humbling, and as our president, unveiling combination that reflects the spirit, strength, and shared purpose of our nursing community. So our souvenir is more than a publication. It is a tapestry of knowledge, voices, creativity, and memories. It captures not only the essence of this year's conference, but also the collective wisdom and contributions of our NAIA members and well-wishers. As the editorial chair, I have had the privilege to witness the incredible passion and collaboration that went into shaping the souvenir. On viewers, sponsors. So this has nothing short of extraordinary. Your commitment, attention to detail, and team spirit has made this possible. And I want to say a special thank you to my editorial team members. I want to name them: Susan Sabu, Uma Maheshwari, Muni Ravels, Lifi Charian, Fatima Arastu, and then Minushi. So thank you everyone. Lastly, I want to thank each and every one of you who are present here. So your presence adds meaning to this series, and your encouragement motivates us to document and celebrate our journey as a professional community. I hope this souvenir serves as an inspiration for all of us, a reminder of what we have achieved and what we can aspire to as we move forward together. So thank you once again for this honor and opportunity. And I want to show you the QR code. So if you scan the QR code here on your phone, or if you go to the Lina website, you can access the souvenir channel.
I would like to invite the lady of the night, Madam President of NIA, Uma Maheshwari. Come on, guys, I don't hear any clapping on the other side of the room. Do I need to come over there? There you go. Let's do that again. One more time. Awesome, awesome.
All right, welcome everyone, and a very good evening to one and all over here. How is everyone doing tonight after the 2 long days? Awesome, okay. That's a great one, okay. Give yourself, I'm sure everybody's exhausted, tired, 2 long days, but I'm sure you're never tired to party. Yes, it's always a party, right? So yes, who's ready to party tonight? Oh, there you go. Yes, look at that. Thank you, thank you. What a joy and honor it is to welcome
She was not just one of the founders, but also the first and the fifth president of NINA. Thank you, Sarah Gabriel. And we are so honored to have you today with us. Thank you so much for joining us. With all this, remember, this organization has allowed us to bring our culture, our compassion, and our clinical excellence to an evolving healthcare landscape. And we do that with pride. Let's fast forward to the current, to the future now. When we began this term in January 2026, we started with a momentum and mission. Our virtual meet and greet was started to connect with our governing body members, and we made a renewed energy was began to go across our 20 chapters. Then, what we do this year, the beginning of January, we had our LA fire, right? The wildfire was going on. Guess what? In true kind spirit, our members across the nation came together, raising over $19,000 for relief efforts which were donated. Yes, give a huge applause to all of you because thanks to all of you here, one and all, to the NINA members in the community for doing this and coming together and sharing hearts. That moment, remember, that moment reminded us that our care knows no borders. Our compassion is not limited to clinical walls. We are nurses, but we are also a community of humanitarians. In February, when we were done with that, we had our leadership summit, and we had to get, a leadership educational development event that we conducted for our governing body members, and with the powerful theme, engage, educate, and empower. We left that summit not just with strategic planning, but with stronger bonds, deeper purpose, and a shared commitment to lead boldly, as our path was shown by our leaders prior. This year also brought moments of challenge and moments that required our collective courage. I'm not sure how many of you remember the incident with Ms. Lina Halal, a survivor of workplace violence in Florida. And her story sparked action across the nation. We launched nationwide education on workplace violence prevention because we believe every nurse deserves to feel safe at work. Her bravery became our mission. We brought NINA's voice to the national stages, including the ANA Equity Nursing Summit, the True Merit Patient Safety Convening event, and we were also being part of the State of the World's Nursing Report panel. We advocated for immigrant nurses, for equity in healthcare, and for global recognition unstoppable. No one can stop us, and we can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Uma, for sharing us the history of NENA and those inspiring